Hi there, welcome to the Health Table. You'll be a health salesperson at the coming Get Real Financial Reality Fair. Thank you so much for volunteering. Your goal is to explain to them how important health insurance is and try to get them the best plan possible. Your goal is not to help their budget. The financial advisors are there at the end for that. If you need to, pretend you're making commission off of it. Pretend this is your actual job. In the real world, people will be coming at these students from every direction, trying to sell them everything they can. They won't have the student's best interest in mind, so today you won't either. I promise it'll be okay though. The financial advisors will set them straight in the end. At the fair, you might need to explain to students what certain terms mean. Behind you, you'll have a terms and definitions sign that should help. You can refer to it as often as you need to. But for these students, this might be the first time they've heard some of these health terms. What's a copay? What's a premium? What's a deductible? Be patient, be kind, and help them out as much as you can with those terminologies. Once you've tried your best to sell them the best possible plan and the student has selected it and you've helped them write it into the health section of their budget worksheet, it's time for them to draw a health card. You and your fellow health volunteer, if you have one, can divvy up the health cards however you'd like. When it comes time for the student to draw one, make sure you hold them out so the student can't see which is which and let them choose. Once the student has chosen a health card, please read it aloud to the student. There are quite a few different health card options. It might be something good that gives them a little bit of cash back, or it might be something bad, like a broken leg, or stitches, which in the real world cost a lot of money. Hopefully they chose a good health plan so that their deductible is not too high. Let's take a minute and review one of the reality of health cards as an example. You've just had a baby. Now you must pay the hospital for your stay. Hospital bill, $12,400. This is not a standard doctor visit. Your deductible has not been paid. Refer to your plan deductible and coverage to determine how much you will pay. So, first, what you're going to do after reading the card aloud to the student is verbalize that this isn't a standard doctor visit, which means you can't cover this bill with your copay. Next, you'll say that their deductible has not been paid, which means they need to refer to their plan and pay their deductible before their insurance will cover anything. In this scenario, let's say they chose the Gold plan, which makes their deductible $3,000. Help the student record their deductible payment. Also note, it's usually best to help the student out by taking their deductible payment and dividing it by 12. Let them know you're allowing them to pay it over a year rather than all right now. So in this scenario, that's $3,000 divided by 12, which equals $250 a month. Now, for the remainder of the bill, take the entire bill, minus the deductible they just paid, or are paying, which in our example of having the Gold plan is $9,400, and look at their coverage. The Gold plan's coverage is 80-20, meaning they only need to pay 20% of the remaining after their deductible is paid. In this case, it'd be $1,880, which can also be paid over 12 months, making their coverage payment $156.67 a month. It's usually now that students wish they would have bought a better plan if something terrible happens to them, or they are thankful if they did. If the student happens to draw the baby card, make sure to celebrate. Ring the bell. Shout hooray. Make it exciting. Clap your hands. Get everybody involved. Hopefully the whole crowd will join in with you. After you're done celebrating, make sure you do put the baby sticker on the student and help them record their newly found baby debt in the health section of their budget worksheet. Students will find that babies are expensive, but that's okay. The goal of this fair is to show them possibilities. They definitely don't have to have kids in their future. If they're very upset about this, make sure to explain that they do have a choice with their actual future, and today we're just going to have a fun time. Like I've said before, you're not here to help them make the best decisions, but please do help them with terminologies and writing and recording all the information from the health table in their budget worksheet properly. It's good to remember that this budget worksheet is only for 1 month of their year. Each reality of health card is different. Each deductible or patient coverage can be divided by 12 if needed. If it's an overwhelming amount, please do so. Help the student out. Only write one of the 12 payments down on their budget worksheet, as this is only for 1 month of their life. If a student happens to draw a health card that doesn't apply to their life at all, for instance, if it says that their spouse came down with the flu or kidney stones and they need medicine, but in the actual future life scenario they don't have a spouse or a child, it's okay to have them draw again. If a student comes to you with a military occupation or their spouse has a military occupation, the health section will be zeroed out. Make sure to nicely turn them away, as they have no need to buy a plan from you. Just a friendly reminder that deductibles do have to be paid in full before the students can use any of their coverage. And also that deductibles do not have to be paid in full for them to use their copay or their prescription copay. I hope you really enjoy this table. It can be a lot of fun and it's also very educational. What you're doing is very important. Thank you again for volunteering with us. We hope you have a great time.